Hi, it's me, Jonathan, again, and we're here at SomaFit in Washington, D.C., learning about how to lose weight through exercise and diet. Today I'm standing here in front of the stationary bicycle, which is the next piece of cardiovascular equipment we're going to use. Now I'm standing in front of it. The seat level is very important before we get started. Before you sit on a bicycle, you should always make sure that it's properly set up for your height and measurements. And it's very easy to set up in that I'm going to stand next to it, and I want the seat to be level, approximately level with my hips. Now that I've measured myself to ensure that the seat is level with my hip, which is a kind of exact measurement that you need when setting up the bicycle, you need that seat to be at hip level. I'm going to go ahead and step onto the pedals in the bicycle and straddle the seat. I'm going to take my foot into the left pedal and stirrup, swing my leg around the other side to the right pedal and stirrup, slide that in, and I'm then seated on the seat firmly with weight distributed evenly, which is very, very important. Again, we don't want to be leaning in any one given direction because that could throw our balance off, our center of gravity off, and we obviously don't want to fall. I'm going to take my second hand onto the handles, and again, I'm going to just maintain a very comfortable grip. My arms are long with my elbows slightly bent, and I'm certainly not leaning forward, but again, maintaining an upright posture. Now this, like the elliptical trainer, which we were just on, is powered by my motion and my energy. So in order for me to have anything displayed on this console, I'm going to need to pedal my feet and get to work. So that's what I'm going to do. And immediately as my feet begin to move, the console displays turn on, and I'm given or asked what program to do. And I'm going to again suggest that we start with Quick Start, which I'll physically press. And Quick Start is more of a manual program, so again, for those of us that are just getting started and familiar with a bicycle for the first time, it's going to allow us to be in total control, which is what we want. My arms are again long, elbows slightly bent. So here on the console we have number 1, the time displayed, time elapsed, the distance, my RPMs, repetitions per minute, which are very important, so I'm going to be referring back to those, and calories expended thus far. Now, I'm going to again take myself again through that 5 to 10 minute warm-up where I'm again envisioning myself going up a hill very slowly at a very slow and kind of low intensity pace. Again, on this bicycle, I'm the person that powers or determines how fast I go. I'm going to then increase my pace to a more moderate intensity ride. And we're going to again go to the RPMs, or the repetitions per minute, and pick up that pace. And so on the bicycle will not pick up the pace for me. I'm going to have to physically do it myself. So you can physically see in here, as I spin more revolutions per minute, that number goes up. So this is, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm entering my 4 or 5 range, which again, I'm always asking myself how this or any exercise is making me feel. For safety concerns, that scale of 1 to 10 is paramount. Now we have these silver handles in the front. I'm going to go ahead and slowly move my hands there, and shortly my heart rate will be displayed in front, which again, I have not quite entered my target intensity level, so my heart rate is low. So by my heart rate being low, that tells me I need to, 1, pick up my RPMs, and in this case, I'm going to use, again, a second tool that this machine has available, which is the resistance. I'm going to increase the resistance. Now, nothing visually will change with this machine, but the resistance, the weight on the pedals, the force at which I'm going to have to push the pedals will increase. So I'm going to take my finger and increase the resistance halfway up, and I'm going to maintain my pace as high as I can, and again, you can see my body and my legs working even harder. I'm going to then take my hands out to that wide position again. Now, unique to the bicycle or stationary bicycle, these handles allow us for really 3 hand positions. We have the one where we're measuring our heart rate, which is kind of a more relaxed position. My elbows are tucked in, shoulders are back, I'm sitting upright. This should really be done during my warm-up phase. As I again get into my more moderate phase, I'm going to take my hands wider. This requires more of my abdominals to stay contracted so they can keep me upright. And then now that I've entered into my more advanced, faster cycling phase, I'm going to take my hands all the way forward. And now here I will lean forward just slightly. But again, you'll see my spine is neutral. Neutral being, again, if I envision a plumb line drop straight through my head, my spine is as straight as that line. My elbows are slightly bent. I'm pushing and working hard, and it's feeling really good. So here, shortly, I'm going to start to heat things up and warm things up. I'll start perspiring. My legs are working hard. Quadriceps work especially hard here on the bicycle. Quadriceps being the front of my legs. We want to get those legs toned and firm. This will do it. Now, the time spent on the machine is going to vary between users. Certainly, a more beginner, newer person to a machine is not going to jump right on and knock out 45 minutes. I don't expect you to. Again, we want to start off with a very casual 5 or 10 minute cycle. You want to ask yourself how those 5 or 10 minutes are making you feel. If they're not that hard, you can move on to more time. I'm going to then take myself through my cool down, so I'm going to lower the resistance down to 2. Take my hands down to the starting position, which will allow me to read my heart rate, which will be very important, because I want my heart rate to go down lower, and that will let me know that my body's properly cooled down. You'll notice my posture is tall and long, shoulders back. As I read my heart rate, I can see it even as I'm speaking, starting to fall, which is what I want on my cool down. And so I'm going to even stop talking for a minute, and we'll see my heart rate go down even lower. Again, I'm thinking about that nice, moderate hill, not a steep incline. So I do my 5 or 10 minute warm up, do the bulk of my cardio at whatever pace I feel is challenging according to that scale of 1 to 10. Then I'm going to take myself through a 5 or 10 minute cool down, and I've just about ended my cool down phase here. This machine is much easier to get off. I'm going to physically stop the revolutions of my legs. Slowly take, just like I got on, I'm going to slowly take the reverse of how I got on. I'll take my right leg off of the pedals, swing it around the seat, come down onto the floor. I'm still holding both handles as I slide my left foot off of the pedal and down onto the floor. And now I finish my workout on my bicycle. We're going to next be moving to my all-time favorite, the jump rope. I'll see you guys there.
To watch the other segments in this video series, or for how-to videos on almost any other topic, visit monkeyseed.com.